roots, right? My roots of, everything that we have, going on starts from this industry of network marketing and personal development. And for those that are tapping in right now, we are now live, now recording. So again, wake up to thank you for joining Wake Up and Ascend. And this is Rich Vendiga here, top leader and educator here on the Akashics platform within My Daily Choice. But like I was mentioning, right, my roots, how I stepped into trading, how I stepped into the industry that we are a part of with network marketing. It started 5 years ago, back in 2018, when I launched with the one and only Chant that we all know and love, who was one of the masterminds of putting these type of calls together. And it was such a genius idea, and I love the fact that all the leaders have come together and made this part of our repertoire in our day, right? Because it is so important to understand that, you know, yes, you can learn skills, right? We're so focused sometimes on the skill sets that we learn when it comes to trading or building a business, sales, right? All these things. But I want to tell you right now, if you do not have a strong foundation, right, when it comes to your spiritual life, when it comes to living a healthy life mentally, right, when it comes to the content you're consuming, the things you're hearing, the things that you're watching, right, that is really what sets the pace. That is what is the differentiator between the people that are where they want to be in life and the people that may not just be there yet, right? So I truly believe these wake up and ascend calls are actually one of the most pivotal things that we have here within I Transform that are going to separate us from the rest of the world, right? Because we understand the power of praise and worship, the power of, being tapped in with our creator, right? With understanding that, listen, all the money that we, desire to make, all the materialism that we look to, have in this world, those are things that do not carry on once you're gone, right? These are not things that really define who we are. These are not things that really make this life worth living, right? Yes. Do we go for these goals? Yes. Do we go for these achievements? Absolutely. But my perspective, and I truly believe these are the perspective of the people that have, some of the biggest success stories in the world, right? That we may follow. They understand that the impact, right, and their personal growth and just the ability, right, to express our talents, our gifts, right? And to be able to put that spirit into other people, that's really the biggest thing that we can possibly do in this life, right? So these calls are amazing, and I'm just honored to be here with you guys and kicking one of these off, right? And the topic that we decided to go with for myself today is achieving through faith, right? Now this can go so many different ways, but just from a basic level, especially with what we do here and I Transform and with My Daily Choice, right? Look at the industries that we tap into. We tap into network marketing and we tap into trading, right? For example. And these are two industries that really, if you want to get to the highest of levels, depend on you having absolute faith, because we are so programmed, right? From, pretty much we're 5 years old and on, that we go to school and we have structure given to us. We have people giving us, information, and we have people giving us, content that they are putting to us, right? And I'm very grateful for school, guys. I was somebody that loved being in school, every single year. I even loved the idea of going to college. I went to college for several years. I graduated like top 10% of my class and everything, right? But I understood that for you to get to the goals that you have, for you to live your fullest life, for you to get to your highest potential, right? You'd have to go above and beyond that. You'd have to learn to think for yourself. You had to go and understand that the people that, earn the biggest income, that make the most impact, they do not have a structure given to them. You must go out in faith and create the life that you want for yourself. And so when we go and build these businesses, we don't know who that next prospect is going to be. We don't know what's going to happen with what leader is going to blow up in our business, who's going to be the next 1K, right? We don't know when we go look for a trade opportunity if that next trade is going to be the winner or if it's going to be one of our losers. We have to go out in faith, knowing that we've put in work, that we have done the habits, that we have learned from mistakes, to go out there and just give ourselves the best shot at getting one more enrollment, winning one more trade, right? Hitting that little plus one that gets us closer and closer to our goals each and every single day. So from a simple level, everything that we do is completely predicated on faith. A lot of people, right? And that's not you, because you're on this call, you're a part of this organization. You understand that you needed faith from day one, because you wouldn't have gotten started. No one told you when you enrolled in this platform, you are going to be successful 100%. We tell people all the time when you get started, your success is completely up to you. We will give you resources. We will give you calls like this. We will give you information. We'll give you what you need. We give you tools, but it's up to you to use the tools. It's up to you to go out there and take the action, guys. And so without guarantees, right? A lot of people don't decide to get started with something like this. A lot of people don't want to go into business for themselves. A lot of people don't want to trade because it's not guaranteed. You know that if you go work your job and if you love your job, salute to you, right? There's nothing wrong with working a job, right? And even jobs aren't guaranteed. Let me tell you, even if you work a job, you have faith that you're not going to get fired, that the company's not going to shut down. So even then, you got to have some faith. But in entrepreneurship, it's a full faith journey. And I can see that with, the people I've been riding with these last 5 years, people like Coach Anna, people like Chant, people like Maddie Pips. These are people that had many, many uncertainties in life, many times where things did not look up, things did not look clear. What happened? They exercised full faith, full faith. And that's why I honor these people. I'm loyal to these people. I love these people. And I will do whatever I can to continue this mission that we're on of impacting other people and getting them to at least where we're at now and beyond that, as we continue to grow this company, to grow ourselves and hit these goals that we have set. Right. So again, from a basic level, just what you're doing requires faith. But as you continue to progress, guys, as your teams continue to get bigger, as you continue to make more income, right? You've heard, the more money you make, the more problems you have. I don't like affirming things like that, right? It's very important that you understand the language that you're using, the things that you're speaking. But the reason why that's a saying is because it's not more problems, it's more responsibility. And when you have more responsibility, there are things that you have to fix. We are professional problem solvers when it comes to building businesses, when it comes to developing leaders. Guys, just in our personal lives alone, not everybody has a picture perfect family. Some people don't have a mother or father. Some people have lost, grandmas like I have in the last year. People have personal issues. People have things outside of business that you need faith for to get through, right? But understand that building that mental fortitude, right? Being able to just take a breath, take it a day at a time, right? All of that is possible because you have faith. Today, you may get one enrollment. Today, you may win one trade. Tomorrow, you can have two people drop from your team that lost the vision. You may have two trades that lose tomorrow. But you know what happens is that with faith, you understand the bigger picture. You understand the perspective of the end in mind. You know that what is written, right? What you expect for your future, right? What you pray for, it has a date. And the beautiful thing about life is that you don't get to know the date always. You don't get to know exactly how it's going to play out. And you don't have to know how it's going to play out. You don't know. You don't have to know. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, in December of last year, right, when I got the call to be an educator for this platform, right, I was in a place where I had left a previous opportunity, right? I knew that I wanted to do trading. I was doing trading, right? I mean, I've never stopped trading, but I didn't know what my next move was gonna be. Am I just gonna stick to myself and not impact people anymore? Am I just gonna trade for myself and just hang out with Marianne and my dog and just live a private life? Or am I going to step out of my comfort zone? Am I going to get back into the mix with the right people, with the right company, with the right opportunity? And a lot of you guys think that you have to be ready right now to take on a new responsibility or a new version of yourself. You're never going to be ready. You're never going to be ready mentally. You have to exercise the faith. Because there's a beautiful thing about how we work, guys, is humans are resilient. When you put us into the mix, into the fold, you find a way to survive. You find a way to survive. You find a way to make it happen, right? You find a way to adjust. And if you just step into a new comfort zone, right? If you step into something you've never done before and you do it a couple times, you'll realize, man, you know what? I can do this. You know what? I am built for this. And that's how everybody gets to the next level. You see people like Jefferson, like John Haremza, right? The top of the top. You've heard their stories. What do these stories have in common? The person they were when they stepped in is not who they are now. But they joined the opportunity being that old person. They started doing these Zoom calls being that old person. They started prospecting. They started building their teams. They started trading when they weren't ready. So don't think that there is this day that's going to come where you feel like, oh, it's time now. No, the time is right now. You have to start doing it right now. You have to start. If you've never hosted a presentation, it's time to do one today. If you've never had the courage to start calling your prospects on your phone because you feel like you don't know how to invite well enough, you feel like you don't know how to speak about the opportunity well enough yet, guys, you're never going to have that day come until you start taking the action. You want to get better at trading as well. You're going to have to start learning to trust yourself. And again, the result that you get today may not be the result you like or the result that you want. But when you do it again the next time, you're going to remember what you can change. You're going to remember what you could do better. So having faith is knowing that who I am right now is not who I will be in the next 30 days, in the next 90 days, in the next year, in the next decade. But that person that you see in your head that has the success, that is confident, that is impacting millions of people, that person is you right now. You just need to take one step. You need to do one action and build on that and build on that and build on that each and every single day. You asked me 5 years ago to run a call like this, or you asked to see. I actually posted a video. You can see it on my Instagram of when I did like my first Zoom call. It was in my living room. I was like in a tank top and shorts, and nobody on that call got started. I did not communicate the information good at all. It was a disaster. But I saved that video, right? And I swear to you, I remember literally telling Marianne, I'm like, in a couple years from now, I'm going to look back on this video and we're going to laugh about it. That's what faith is. You got to have the confidence that you are developing, that you are making it happen, that you are changing as the moments pass, right? And so, guys, I highly, highly encourage you. And I can really, dive into so many examples of, when you just utilize faith in life and things kind of pan out for you later. But one thing I will say, because, we want to give value for about 20 minutes and we're about 15 minutes in, right? There's going to be times in your life where you may think things are a coincidence or you may think things are luck. I really highly encourage you take those words out of your vocabulary. I really encourage you to just even if you have to lie to yourself at first, I want you to understand that's a blessing and that someone's looking out for you. And that person that's looking out for you is God. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in luck. I believe in favor. I believe in blessings. I believe that when you what's crazy is that you may not even believe in God fully right now, right? You may not even fully understand it right now. And God knows that I'm not fully understanding. I'm not there 100%, right? I will be the first to tell you that I'm not the perfect person, right? But I do have that perspective. And I truly believe that's why you will never see me depressed. You will never see me sad. You might see me frustrated for about 30 seconds and that's about it. But if there's one thing about me, you can't kill my spirit. And the reason why you can't kill my spirit is because no matter what happens, I know the source. I know who has my back. And what's crazy is that he has your back too. It's not just me. It's not just Chant. It's not just Marianne, Anna, and all the leaders you see on here. Well, there's no reason why we get favor and you don't. Trust me. You have the favor too, but this is the thing. We give the credit where it's due. I don't take credit for anything I have. Like a year and a half ago, I had teams that were like almost 500 people. I was making the most money I ever had in network marketing. I basically lost my whole team. My rent got like doubled in Miami. I ended up moving back with my parents for like a whole 8, 9 months, which I thought was gonna be like a month or two, by the way. And it turned into like this whole 8 month thing. And in that time, all I did was get closer to God, pray more. I started focusing on myself. I lost like 25, almost 30 pounds. Um, I just had a season, right, where you have seasons where you need to really just kind of take a step back to take 2 steps forward. But in that time, I felt the same way, and I was just as joyful that I am right now. And I can say that with such a straight face. With such a straight face. I have now an apartment that I love with a downtown view that I had before. God took it away for a season, and I never ever once said, "Man, why am I losing the place I wanted to live? Man, why do I have to go back with my parents? Man, why this? Why?" I didn't say that. I said, "Okay, this is the setup for something bigger." Because one thing that, especially Chan, we've always said this: anything we lose, we will get 10 times back. Again, it's the words we speak, it's the beliefs that we have. I'm telling you right now, really challenge your beliefs. And beliefs are not just something you think or that you say just to say it. No, it's things that like you really, really in your heart, like no one could change your mind about. And when we say things like anything we lose, we get 10 times back, like we mean it. It may not be in a month, it may take more than a year. We don't know the timeline. We just know it's done. We know it's done because we give the credit where it's due. We know who takes and we know who gives. I have the car that I've always wanted now. I have an apartment that I love. I'm in a position where I get to educate people in a skill set that I've learned to love and embrace, right? But guess what? I wouldn't be here if I didn't get a call from Ant. And Ant could have called me 3 months before, 6 months before, a year before about different companies, but he called at the right time. And do you think Ant by himself knew to call me at that time? He felt it. He understood it was in the spirit. It was a spiritual decision to make that phone call to contact me. And it was a spiritual decision for me to pick up and have the conversation. Because you asked me in December and Marianne in December if we even wanted anything to do with these type of businesses, I would probably tell you, no way, Jose. But the thing is, I was sitting in my car and I think we had picked up food. And I saw Ann calling me, and then we just looked at each other and we're like, yeah, I need to pick up that call. And again, I can give you guys, man, so many stories, but the reason why I have so many stories is because I know that that comes from God. You have just probably as many stories as me, but you give it up to luck or you give it up to chance. I highly encourage you, if you want to live a more fulfilling life, a more peaceful life, you start understanding that someone is doing that for you, and that person is God. And then once you realize, oh my goodness, all these things, good or bad, that happen to me are coming to me on purpose from somebody that has a perspective and an understanding that is beyond my comprehension, you're covered. You're covered. So why are you stressed out? Why are you sad? Why are you depressed? I know it's hard for someone else to just say that to you because you feel it and it's your life and you're living the moment. Trust me, I've had a mom. My mom had depression and anxiety, took pills, went to the hospital for like 5, 7 years every day. Like 3 in the morning, she would come up and she'd like be having convulsions and she'd be freaking out. And I used to get so frustrated because they would wake me up. I thought my mom was gonna die. I'll be honest with y'all. And I don't tell you stories, but this is why Wake Up and Ascend is so powerful. Because I'm not gonna talk about this on a live trading session, you know what I'm saying? But we're talking about it here because it's on the topic. And the whole point of this is that that story didn't end that way. My mom went to church. She had an out of body experience with Jesus. right? And I'm not the type of person to push my faith on other people, but you know what? I can only tell you what I know and what I've experienced and what I believe I've seen with my own eyes. And I've seen somebody that was in hospitals that was not doing good at all go to church, get closer to God, and is literally like no pills, no anxiety, no depression. I'm not gonna say your problems go away. I'm not gonna say that you don't have certain bad moments, but living that full life of just strongholds on you that just take over your life, that is way past for her, and it's through God. So whether your situation is kind of like not ideal, or if your situation is just really, really hard right now, right? You're in the right place with the right people that are getting you closer to God, that are getting you closer to information that can help you in terms of being a business person. And look, at the end of the day, the whole thing with doing this business, guys, and with being a part of these industries is to be able to create the finances and the freedom. For me, those are the two big F's in life right there: finances and freedom, right? And they kind of go hand in hand, because you want to be able to set yourself up in a way where you don't need to work for someone forever, so you have the time to go and impact other people, to be able to provide services, to be able to provide products to people that improve their health, like we have with our health products, creating experiences like we do with High Life Travel, being able to multiply our income with things like Akashex. Like, we have everything to improve people's lives in every aspect. And on top of that, we have calls like this. Oh my goodness, man. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. When are you going to host Wake Up and Ascend? When are you going to host the next opportunity call? Because I Transform is only as big as, not the weakest link, as the newest link. The newest link matters more than all of the 25Ks, than all of the super affiliates, because that's what it comes down to. All of us were executives, 1K, etc., right? All of us were zero experience in entrepreneurship, public speaking, trading, yada, yada, right? So I'm telling you right now, guys, the people that hit the ranks fast, the people that get the trading results fast and all these things, if you just notice one thing about them, is that they had a base with their spiritual life and the way that they operated as a human before the skill sets come. That's your foundation. Don't ignore the foundation by just chasing skills. You can build a bunch of skills, but if you have no personal development, which is self-confidence, which is faith, which is just belief, and just the energy that you have to you, like, if you don't have that energy, it doesn't matter how much skill you learn, dude. You got to build that too, because that energy is gonna be what carries over to attract the right people into your business. That's gonna attract the information that you can take to get to the next level. All right, so guys, that's my part as far as the value that I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope it was an encouraging message. I hope it opened your eyes, and it really gave you the confidence to say, hey, I'm gonna take the action to really just be the person, right? I'm gonna be the super affiliate right now. I'm gonna be the 7-figure trader right now. Even if you don't have the results, it's about the method of operation you're doing daily. It's about the confidence that you have in yourself to get it done. It's about taking that one step today that you will do tomorrow and the next day and the next day, that compounds until you have the result. That's the secret. So with that said, guys, we definitely want to get into the next portion of Wake Up and Ascend, which is something you don't want to skip. That's super important, which is goal setting, right? Making sure that we actually write, speak, and affirm what it is that we want as if we have it right now. So we're going to be playing an audio. We're going to be able to set aside some time, because I know that life gets crazy. We get caught up doing a bunch of other stuff and we don't make time for this. But it's super important to write your goals, to speak the goals, to feel it, right? To visualize that, because that's what's going to give you the energy to go out there and start making that extra call, to start putting in that extra work that gets you to what you wrote down, right? So guys, we're going to go ahead and key that audio. So we're going to be writing our goals 10 times. right? 10 times in the form of I am so happy and grateful now. These are things that we learned from Bob Proctor. Rest in peace to Bob Proctor. Thank God that we were able to see him live in 2020, right before COVID. It was like January 2020. It was myself and a whole bunch of leaders, right? But we were with Bob Proctor in one of his final live events before he passed away. And my goodness, I mean, literally, like, we had the biggest breakthrough in our income and results coming out of that event. But his whole thing was, I am so happy and grateful now. If you haven't heard his content, I don't know what you're doing, but you can start today. I'm telling you, it's going to be massive to your growth. But yes, guys. So basically, when we write our goals, right, we don't want to write, I want to be a blah, blah, blah. No, we want to write, I am so happy and grateful now that, and then your goal. And then I say, thank you, God. I believe it is done. All right. So if your goal is to go 1K, right? Everybody goes 1K here. I know y'all seen it. Everybody goes 1K, right? So if let's say you're not a 1K, right? That's a great goal, right? I am so happy and grateful now that I am the leader that went 1K. I am so happy and grateful now that I am the leader that developed X amount of people to go 1K, or whatever rank it is that you're trying to achieve, or whatever goal that you have right now. That's how you want to write it. I'm so happy and grateful now that, insert goal here. Thank you, God. I believe it's already done. Write it 10 times. 10 times. Speak it. Actually feel it, right? Like, visualize yourself already with that goal completed. How does it make you feel, right? Where are you? Who are the people next to you? What are you doing to celebrate that, right? How does it feel? Super powerful. Super powerful. So we're going to go ahead and key that so we can go ahead and get into that portion, right? And then we will end the call with a quick prayer as well. So we are pulling this up. You guys should be hearing it in just a moment, but here we go.
Through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me.
All right. So I hope you guys wrote down your goals. I hope you guys made the time to go and exercise this habit. I highly, highly encourage that you guys continue to, do that habit each and every single day, because I know the impact that it will have. I remember when I first started writing my goals, guys, it felt weird. It felt different. I had never done it before. It felt honestly like I was wasting my time, to be quite honest with you. But I need you to exercise what we talked about, which is faith, right? Faith that we don't recommend things or tell you guys to do things just to do it, right? We do it because we've exercised it and seen the power of it. And we know that if you just have the obedience, right? If you have the faith to do that, right, it will make sense later. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this call, guys, with a quick prayer. I do appreciate everyone who was on this call today. I hope you received major value that helps you guys improve your life on a spiritual basis, on a mindset basis, on a results basis in your business. But with that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up with a quick prayer. So, Father who are in heaven, thank you so much for this new day, Lord. Thank you so much for keeping us healthy, Lord, for keeping us safe, for providing for us each and every single day. I ask, Lord, that you bless every single person that is either on this live call or watching this recording, that they may be able to grow closer to you, Lord, in faith, that you their guide, and you may be able to reveal yourself to them so they may be able to grow that bond stronger, Lord. And we know that all the goals and all the things that they have, as long as it's in your plan, Lord, as long as it's something that is in your will for their life, that you help see it through, Lord, that you help them achieve all of the things that they're looking to accomplish, Lord, within this business and within their life, Lord. Not for their glory, but for your glory, Lord, to show that with you anything is possible, and that we are here to impact the world through you, Lord. So with that said, in Jesus' name we pray, amen. Thank you guys so much. Wake Up and Ascend is now complete. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Let's go out there and crush it. Everybody goes 1K. Everybody goes in profit. And I will see you guys in Ascend Miami at the end of October. Love and appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And let's run it up.